Mr. C, and I've talked to him with Rashawn, my manager through the radio network, is I want to start doing some webinars for single mothers with boys where they can punch in absolutely free and get the real conversation over the internet. Since you're on the internet anyway, and you're getting the wrong information. I like to do some webinars and set it up where thousands of people could tune in on their computers free and actually hear the real conversation. I am interested in that, and I appreciate you saying what you said. Thank you.
Well, I feel like I would be remiss if I did not mention the fact we all know, because now Steve is not only radio personality, comedian, entertainer, he is a best-selling author. Yes. So we just need you, Steve, just to talk a little bit about your book and why it is so hot.
Well, the book is called Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. It is #1 on the New York bestseller list for the second week in a row. Absolutely. Put your hands together. Don't stop thinking. You deserve so much more. Take your time. It's my first book, and I was totally caught off guard with the reception that it received. One of the things that I know is that it's a book that's written from a real standpoint. I wrote the book simply for one reason and one reason only. That was to empower women. Because I have a segment on my show called The Strawberry Letter. And 98% of the people that write in are women. 98% of the questions that they have is about their man and a relationship. Now, I'm not a relationship expert by any stretch of the imaginations. I've been married enough times to prove that I'm not the relationship guru. What I am an expert on is manhood. There is no one living that can teach me anything about being a man. I know all the principles of manhood. Now, whether I act on them every day, that's another thing. But I know all of them. And I've turned out to be a pretty decent guy in terms of a man. I'm a man's man. All of my friends know that I can be trusted, counted on, that I'll never do them. So I am a man's man. I know exactly how men think. The problem that women have is you keep talking to each other about your man. Y'all don't know nothing about the man you got. So now how you going to turn around and help the one she got? You're talking to each other about, and we are so simple. So I really could have wrote this book in 30 pages. It don't take much to describe us. But women don't know that. You keep applying the way you think about love, commitment, intimacy, and you apply that to your man. We don't think about it like you do. We think totally different. That information that's in the book is so filled with real life content that women are just talking about it. And it's really amazing to me that it came together like it did for me, because I just talked to all my friends. Play ball, celebrities, truck drivers, guys I grew up with and was on the assembly line with at Ford, people I went to college with, my brothers, my father, my life. It's just regular men. How we think about everything is the same. I don't care if you're black, white, your man is Jewish, Gentile, it doesn't matter. He's a man, he thinks like me. Now, he may take you to different places. You may go to the opera, some go to a jazz club, other ones go to plays, but we think the exact same. And what I put in the book was real information. No clinical studies, nothing, no Dr. Field info. This is how men think. You ask me the question, I tell you how we think. And I'm dead on point. I am so dead on because we think the exact same way. And women just started buying the book, and next thing I know, it just took off. And I don't care if you're married to a man, engaged to a man, it doesn't matter. The book is, I did Ellen yesterday, and Ellen is so cool. Ellen is so crazy, man. She'll say anything. We had a ball on her show. And that right there sent the book through the roof again on yesterday. The client jump, did some more sales jump. So I was really proud of it. I'm really pleased. And it's really a special moment for me in terms of God making me evolve as a man. I joke all the time. That's how I make my money, But I wrote a serious book. And to get the reception that it's gotten is totally blown me away, man. I'm really surprised about it. But the content is great. It's perfectly clean. I didn't do nothing crazy in it. I started writing the book myself. I said, because I didn't want to pay a writer, because I like all my checks to come directly to me. And I wrote the first chapter and read it and immediately hired somebody, because the way I talk and write cannot be in print. Because when you write a sentence, look at here, that there ain't right. Look at here, that there. When you write it out, you're an idiot. So I ended up paying this lady a whole lot of money, but it turned out to be, a good move on my part, because